Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are uncovering 11 of the biggest lies we've been told, from the Great Wall of China to the truth about Albert Einstein. So buckle up to find out which stories you've been completely wrong about. At number 1 we have, one of the biggest and most persistent myths is the idea that the Great Wall of China is visible from space. This belief has been passed down for years, but it's simply not true. The Great Wall, while an impressive architectural marvel, cannot be seen by the naked eye from low Earth orbit. In fact, astronauts have confirmed that it's nearly impossible to distinguish the wall from space without the help of powerful lenses. It's just too narrow and blends in with the landscape. This false claim was likely spread to emphasize the wall's greatness, but now you know, it's just another exaggerated tale. Then at number 2, let's talk about George Washington. We've all heard the story of young George Washington confessing to chopping down a cherry tree and proclaiming, "I cannot tell a lie." It's often told as a testament to his honesty and integrity. But here's the thing, it never happened. This story was completely fabricated by biographer Mason Locke Weems to promote Washington as a man of moral virtue. The cherry tree tale has no basis in reality. While Washington was undoubtedly an important figure in American history, this famous story is nothing more than a made-up anecdote. At number 3 we have that the Egyptian pyramids are another subject of widespread misconception. Many people still believe that the Great Pyramids were built by slaves, toiling under brutal conditions. However, historians and archaeologists have uncovered evidence that the pyramids were actually constructed by skilled Egyptian workers. These laborers were part of a national effort, likely motivated by a deep sense of religious duty and pride in contributing to their society. In fact, many of these workers were well-fed and lived in organized communities during the construction. So, while the pyramids are indeed awe-inspiring feats of engineering, they were built by citizens, not slaves. Moving on to number 4, we have the most famous cryptozoological myths, the Loch Ness Monster. The myth of Nessie, the creature said to inhabit Scotland's Loch Ness, gained worldwide attention after a famous 1934 photograph appeared to show a mysterious long-necked creature rising from the water. But guess what? That photograph was a hoax. The monster was actually a toy submarine with a model attached to it. While sightings of the Loch Ness Monster continue to this day, the most iconic image that fueled the myth was nothing more than a cleverly staged trick. At number 5, another surprising lie comes from Viking history. Pop culture has given us the image of fierce Viking warriors wearing horned helmets, but in reality, this image is completely inaccurate. Vikings never wore horned helmets into battle. This stereotype was created in the 19th century, largely for dramatic effect in theater and artwork. The actual Viking helmets were simple and practical, designed for protection in combat, not for intimidation, with horns. So next time you picture a Viking, remember that the horned helmet is nothing more than a myth. If you are enjoying this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more must-visit destinations and global wonders. Now, let's continue diving into the truth. Now at number 6, let's moonwalk our way into another truth. Michael Jackson's Moonwalk is one of the most iconic dance moves of all time, and while he did popularize it during his 1983 performance of Billie Jean, he didn't actually invent the move. The moonwalk, or backslide as it was once called, had been around for years before Jackson made it famous. Dancers like Cab Calloway and even street performers had been using the move long before it became synonymous with the king of pop. So, while Jackson may have taken the moonwalk to new heights, he wasn't the first to glide across the floor like that. At number 7, we have been told that the radiocarbon dating is often hailed as a revolutionary method for dating ancient artifacts and remains, but it's not without its flaws. While radiocarbon dating has been incredibly useful for archaeologists, it's important to understand that the method is not always 100% accurate. External contamination from sources of carbon can sometimes skew the results, leading to incorrect dates. While it's a powerful tool for estimating the age of ancient objects, it should always be used with caution and corroborated with other evidence. And then we have a more sinister lie at number 8, which comes from the early 20th century. when tobacco companies shamelessly promoted cigarettes as being healthy. Yes, you heard that right. Tobacco companies spent years pushing the idea that smoking was not only safe, but could actually have medical benefits. Some advertisements even featured doctors endorsing cigarettes. Of course, today we know the devastating health effects of smoking, but at the time, these companies used clever marketing and misinformation to get people hooked. The myth that smoking was healthy has long been debunked, but it remains a chilling reminder of how easily the public can be misled. Then at number 9, Thomas Edison is often credited with inventing the electric light bulb, but this isn't entirely true. Edison did play a crucial role in improving the design and making it commercially viable, but the light bulb itself was the work of many inventors before him. For example, Sir Humphrey Davy created the first electric light in the early 19th century, and several others, including Joseph Swan, worked on the technology before Edison came into the picture. Edison's genius lay in perfecting the light bulb for mass production, but he certainly wasn't the sole inventor. Finally, at number 10, let's clear up a common myth about Albert Einstein. Many people believe that Einstein, the brilliant physicist behind the theory of relativity, flunked math in school. But this couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, Einstein excelled in mathematics from a young age. By the time he was a teenager, he was already mastering complex subjects like calculus. The myth likely stems from a misunderstanding of Einstein's early academic records, but the idea that the world's most famous genius struggled with math is simply false. Einstein was a math prodigy, not a failure. These are just some of the biggest lies that have been widely accepted as fact for far too long. It's fascinating to think about how these myths spread and became part of our collective consciousness. Whether it's the truth about Viking helmets, the reality of who invented the moonwalk, or the origins of the pyramids, it's always important to question what we think we know and dig a little deeper. So, which of these lies surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And before you go, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, The Speedy Secret. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos that will reveal more surprising truths about the world. Stay curious, and remember, things aren't always as they seem.